You'd mentioned during a separate part during our conversations that you had products where you had infusions where you could add something to. Could you kind of talk a little bit about that space because that's quite interesting.
Yeah. So a lot of people think of tea, as a uh, very prestigious lifestyle product that was diluted through the advent of the tea bag, and this is the general consensus. The word cheap struggle, they believe, comes from this whole, moving from proper whole leaf brew to a tea bag. Now, English Tea Shop has been a tea bag brand, right through. 98% of what we do is through tea bags. We do have whole leaf, but that is a small category. So I still believe tea bag is playing its role, and it's a functionally efficient way of delivering great experience, and it does provide a great brew. So what we wanted to bring is, without disturbing the tea bag ritual that we have gotten known for, and people appreciate, and our positioning has been largely supported by the tea bag, was to see whether we can bring more science to that, because there's a limit to what you can put in a tea bag, and that's the beautiful organic agriculture, the functionally rich, herbs and botanicals and teas and all that, and blended. But we wanted to enrich while understanding the customer who's already taking the time, brewing 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes at the right temperature. So there are people who practice this proper, to see whether we can solve some of their daily issues. We found gut health now to become a predominant issue across the world. Sleep, lack of sleep, becoming issue. So there is the marrying of the tea bag in its conventional organic tea, in its very conventional form of use, whether we can add science to it, and also use that 3-4 minute time for mindfulness and thinking and resting, and create a package of sort, in experience. So we launched this product in the UK beginning of the year, around 4 solutions around the key health areas that we wanted to kind of build it. So what it does is, you have the tea bag, you brew it in hot water just like you would, and you would give it a little time, take the tea bag out after the 3, 4, 5 minutes. That's the recommended time. And then you pop the powder of science, powder with magnesium, zinc, and quite a lot of vitamin, and other BC30, and direct solutions, so that you enrich your tea experience without much effect to your ritual, because we respect the ritual and we add a little bit of science at the end. So that has worked really well so far. So that's one of the lines we're working on as well.
Intriguing. And it doesn't change the taste?
It does, but very meaningfully, very purposefully. So that's what we do.
Okay. I'm going to
as
try this
tasters. Yeah.
this thing out. It sounds very,
So
very interesting.
you would find a blend like a lemongrass ginger citrus, or one of our classics, the, global bestsellers, and then that being, used as a base, and to give a little bit of a health, solution, where the taste does get changed a little bit, but in a very meaningful way.
Okay. And you are using a base from what you did, the particular base you mentioned. It is a very strong,
Yes, spicy.
yeah. So
strong
it,
base. Yeah,
I can see how
it takes flavors well.
addition, yeah, it would work.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like a classic black tea or a
With
classic
milk, and
green
then you
tea.
add that. We didn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, anyway. So that's very interesting. So